everything we said is true just for 1 lakh rupees extra. So my name is Rahul. I'm a software engineer. Been in industry for close to, I think, 15, 16 years now. We have lived at different places. Been first time in Hyderabad, and glad to have a house here.
Yeah, I've been a software engineer, and same, I think professionally, we've been in the job for 16, 17 years. Moved to Hyderabad 3 years back, and we were living in US before this. So we have 2 kids and really enjoyed all our journey working with the, Think Studios.
Hey.
Staying in US for 10 years, it felt like modern contemporary suited our needs the most.
We had few ideas of our own, and I think Studios help us weed some of our not so good ideas. There were a few designs that we went through that helped us understand not just the house, but also what we want for each room in the house. And I think the most important thing is how it adds up, so that each room doesn't sticks out on its own. So there is a certain flow that comes into house, and that's why we feel more comfortable in our house, because the general theme sort of flows together, and the house feels as one, not bunch of different ideas and themes put together.
And I was like badly wanting a place where we could put books all together. And so a bookshelf was one of the themes that we wanted to put in the house. We finalized it with Jasdeep and put it up in our living room. But of course, a traditional kind of bookshelf would not go well in our living room space. So it ended up being a very good design.
So how do you match being modern, contemporary, as well as suiting to your needs, right? So that is where I think it was a really good experience working with Think Studios and Jasdeep.
I think I'll start from Jasdeep. I had an amazing experience working with her. I would say we can get lazy at times, but the best experience of working with her was that we never got to a point where we could delay even by a day. We were pushed into, following up, coming up for showing up on a, furnishing store just to make the selection of curtains for each and every detail in the house. We can't even think of when you're building a home. Was a task, and it was a chore which we could have delayed as much as we would have wanted, but she was very particular about pushing us and always keeping us on timeline.
Building a house is a very long process. You also think of how much you are spending. So working with Think Studio, especially Jasdeep, she was always on point to say, hey, here you are cutting corners. So you should not be saving more money here, and here you are spending too much money. That is what you want with the person you are working with, so that they think. One aspect is lighting, which is mostly has been overlooked till now. But working with Jasdeep and Think Studio, we got to realize that it's much more nuanced than what you realize in the first place. We realized that our expectations were way off in terms of what is the color quality or light you need. And we loved the fact that we had a lot of discussions over it and a lot of mock-ups over it. So we spent a considerable time looking over lights, and then we slowly realized that it's much more peaceful and calm if you're there in that light. And that is what you want at house.
I think a selection of each and every place where how the paintings are going to come up eventually, so that the focus lights can come in, even wall lights, so that they're not right on your face and things like that. I think we've learned a lot in this whole process along the way.
So the warmness in the house comes through light. That ambience is built through it. We feel like the team really helped us make the home a home for us. This is a full-time job. It requires a lot of coordination, working with a lot of people, and it requires a lot of care as well. So balancing it is, my suggestion is to work with a team, a professional team who have done that. So for us, the other thing was we built a rapport, which was extremely important. Unless you don't have that fun-full banter rapport there, you really can't execute such a big project.
It's been like working with your own family member who can understand what you want and execute on it.
The moment trust comes into the whole equation, then a lot of things just comes out. And you focus more on how do you build the house, and you forget about the rest of the things, because you have the trust that, the quality, cost, everything has been taken care of. And here is where the approachability of Jasdeep and Think Studio team is pretty important. and it's highly commendable that they were there with us on every step. And usually this interaction or transaction, it ends when you are done with the project. And here is where Think Studio differs a lot from other agencies, where it didn't end there, it actually went much further. So for us to get into the house, settle, travel a lot, we have a lot of artifacts. So as part of working with Jasdeep, finding out what is the right place to put things around, what is the right taste for my parents, for our kids, what can be those minor adjustments, which is the most important thing. As you start living, you realize there are so many different adjustments that you do. And the beauty of that is these minor adjustments make it the house a livable place. So this is why we really loved the journey. It was not just the few months, executing it, but many months after that.
Every painting that we went around, for travel, we usually get paintings, and finding the right spot was a challenge. So it was like literally a phone call away, where we would send a picture and ask Jasdeep.
We had WhatsApped some of the painting pictures to Jasdeep when we were traveling. That how would trees look.
Yeah.
And getting a prompt reply, that's a pretty big deal.
So it really came out well.
We had one round table that we wanted to attach in our kitchen as a place where you can sit around, and that's a hard project.
That really worked out well.
We were highly impressed by the team, from Jasdeep to our carpenter to this person who was handling the stone. That it was pretty complex, but nobody said no for it. They were all up for the challenge, and that felt like one team working together. So yeah, overall good experience.
Working with Think Studios, and would keep referring to everybody and anybody that we know around.